Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan from Mana Bluff here, about to jump into a draft and do my first recording of Magic Origins drafting. However, I want to take a moment real quick just to say hi. I know I haven't recorded in quite a while. Sorry for everyone who's wondering what the heck happened, but grad school just got insane, so I had to take some time off. Wasn't able, basically every time I was, I only got to play once a week, and I was recording that one time, and it just wasn't as enjoyable. Times open up a little bit more, so I actually have time to draft on my own for fun without recording. So let's jump into draft, and then I'll start telling you what I think about the format. All right, here we go in a draft, and okay, so I opened a Planeswalker, Liliana, which I'm going to take. I wonder how much Liliana is even worth right now. Let's see. Yeah, like over $7, so yeah, for sure. Gonna take her. Never got to play with her because I've only done a few drafts. I'm fairly familiar with the format because I've watched a whole lot of videos and listened to, of course, my favorite limited resources. I even have that, if you'll see down here, a little pop-up. I have that on one of my windows right now. Been listening to the latest episode. So 2/3 creature lifelink. When it dies, you get 2 zombie. Plus, of course, the Planeswalker. The Planeswalker abilities don't seem particularly strong. Who cares? It's gonna be good. But yeah, so I'm familiar with the cards pretty well, but not super experienced in actually playing or drafting them. But I know what the common types of feelings of the format is right now. Culting Inferno looks absolutely amazing, which is probably what I would take here if Liliana wasn't here. Necromantic Summons can't have a place. The Elite's fine. Unholy Hunger. I'm noticing that I'm passing because I'm taking a black card, so I want to be aware of that. But I'll end up seeing what else is available as we move forward here. No orbs. Anointed of Champions is actually pretty good. There's really nothing in black that I want to do. I do want to try to make Liliana work, because A, it's just fun and I'm recording, and B, it's still a powerful card no matter what. So I know that black-white has a little bit of a sub-theme with enchantments. I know there's the elf thing going on, which is fine. You can even go control with a little bit of blue. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take Anointer of Champions, just because it does get so good later in the game. I'm not too sure if that's the right pick. I haven't seen it played a whole lot. Could just be safer to take the Stalwart Aven, because I know it's a solid 3-drop. I don't want to go into Shaman of the Pack, even though it goes a little bit better with my first pick. That's only if green's open. I'm just going to pay attention that guy's there, and then move on. I know white, I hear, is considered one of the most powerful colors. I think they're pretty well balanced from what I've seen. As long as it's open, you're good. Where'd my pick go? There it is. Ooh, and we're I don't know if it's rewarded is right, but here's a Swift Reckoning, a fantastic removal spell in white. I like the Blessed Spirits as well. Not that it's going to table, but interesting to note. If it were to be open, it'd be nice to go into black-white with the enchantment theme. Little upside there. Good to know that there's just another Return Centaur in black, and then an Eyeblight Assassin, which is playable but not really high pickable. Sphinx's Tutelage I've seen can be fun, but not really my style. Again, being a limited resources disciple, I tend to go with a more traditional, conservative set of picks. Fury, yeah, there's just nothing else. There's other cards that are very playable, but nothing really exciting. It's a slam dunk Swift Reckoning here. And would be happy to be able to continue that trend. So Blazing Hellhound is quite fantastic and a really good card, and there's even the cuteness of the red black sacrifice deck, like the husks and the active treasons. But I'm also fine with the Knight of Pilgrim's Road right now. If I can just solidify myself as the white drafter, I'm happy with that. I'm continuing to note there's not a whole lot of black. Shadows of the Past can do some really fun things with all the scrying, and once you get up to the 5 mana and 4 creatures in graveyard, it's super powerful. But I'm really happy just to stay on white. Nantuko Husk would be fine. If we don't play Liliana, I'm not going to be heartbroken. Totem Guide Heartbeast now I'm really excited about. Claustrophobia being the best card in the pack for sure, and really going late. Heartbeast goes well with it. But picking up this 5-drop this early means I can start picking up, cutting white should get me at least 1 or possibly 2 of the Suppression Bonds. Is that what it's called? It's the 4 mana enchantment removal spell in white. It's pretty solid. Ram Roller, I haven't seen a deck for it yet, though I was just listening on Limited Resources podcast about the 1-drop black-blue Ram Roller deck, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, no, it's not Ram Roller, it's a different one. Never mind, it's not this artifact. I don't think there's at all a deck for this. I play Artificer's Epiphany in blue. I'm not there. Claustrophobia, though strong, since Totem Guide Heartbeast is a strong enough card in the color I'm already in. I'm happy just to stick to it for now. Here's an interesting choice, because I could just stick with Amperin Tactician again, super cutting the white. However, Ninteco Husk is pretty good, and if I want to beat black-white, which is ideal with a Totem Guide Heartbeast, I could start moving that direction. Also, Evolving Wilds, I love just grabbing and picking up as a nice little, you know, for splashing, but I don't really know what's happening. Again, I'm happy just to get my curve going and be fine with that. A late Stalwart Aven, I definitely think I'm in the right color. I'm not too sure what the other open color is, if there is one. The rest, I guess the Claustrophobia was the biggest signal I saw. There was some black, but nothing exciting outside of my first pack where I passed the Unholy Hunger. I'm not really complaining too much. I'm happy to be in this position where I just stick to white and see what else happens. Nothing here making me want to go into another color. I'll take the Jailer, though I don't anticipate playing it, unless my deck somehow wants 1-drops. Anointer of Champions makes sense because it can be aggressive, and with the extra ability, I think it can be pretty good, making all my creatures better on the offensive. But I definitely don't want Thornbow Archer for this type of deck. Guardians Meletus is too dirtily. I'm not looking to play control in this matchup, or in this match, and nothing else is worth anything. So, but I actually do want to put this right away in the sideboard, because I don't even want to heavily consider. This seems about to be about the same situation. Again, I just want to cut white hard. I'm not ever planning on playing 2 Akroan Jailers, but I don't see anything else necessarily making the cut. And I'm not too sure if black is really open enough for Liliana. Still, as a Planeswalker, powerful enough to try to lean black, and a little bit of enchantment theme, happy to go that route. Get some Weight of the Underworlds and those, I think, again, Suppression Bonds? What? You probably all know better than me. If you're all watching videos, know what's happening. Let's see, I could take the Return Centaur. There's no one to take it, even though I did want to cut white. That's fine. This Ring Warden Owl is pretty late. This is a fine sideboard card, but I think there's enough other action going on here that it matters. I'm not going to cut the Jailer just for signaling. I think it makes enough sense. I think I'm taking the Ring Warden. It seems like blue was like the next best open color. And it is definitely the most powerful card here if it's going around still right now. And if that's the case, I'm going to lean a little bit towards blue with a little bit of the Screeching Scob. I'm hoping not to play either, but I also want to play Return Centaur. So that's not really something I'm interested in. Here I will take Infernal Scarring over Deep Sea Terror. I already have 2 5-drops, and I necessarily need like a 6-drop that's so dorky, even though Negate's an option. But Infernal Scarring, if I do end up going to an enchantment heavy deck, could be worth playing if I get like a bunch of Blightcasters or something. Don't think it's going to happen, but that's where I'm looking to keep my options open with. Oh, and look, I got my Deep Sea Terror, so yay. Even though I didn't really pick any late for sure playables, since white stopped happening once the Crone Judge. This was the 3rd one that I passed. I'm still pretty happy to be solidly in white myself, with my 3-drops, my Totem Guide Heartbeast, and my good removal spell. And I'm happy to go anywhere else, even though, again, you see 2 black cards and 3 blue cards in this main deck build. I'm sure in the very near future we're going to start moving those off to the side. I'm even happy to go red or green if I open a bomb, and I'm willing to ditch the rest of these. Although I guess Liliana, being a Planeswalker, can be considered a bomb. Can pretty often use the -X ability to end up getting at least a creature back. And plus, there's always the Planeswalker effect where, oh no, Planeswalker's on the battlefield, really powerful. It's a Lightning Rod for removal and, you know, target for attacking. So that's pretty nice. Come on, next pack. Why don't we open, I don't know, Jace? And then just have tons of money streaming in this draft. That's kind of cool. And Jace did not happen, sadly. Nissa's Revelation, interesting 7-drop. Definitely not the type of bomb that I'd be considering moving into green for. So I could take the Fleshbag Marauder, which is the best card really in the pack, I think. Oh no, I guess Seismic Elemental, that's a really good card. But again, not something so powerful that I move over into. I could take the Auramancer on Speculation, because of the Totem Guide Heartbeast, but I actually don't have the good enchantments, which have to be like the way of the Underworld, really. I think Stalwart Aven's the most solid, safe pick. So I'm going to take it because I don't really know if I'm black yet. I don't think Fleshback Marauder is like super overpowered to where I need to necessarily solidify. And so it was just a fine 3-drop in and of itself, especially with an Anointer of Champions. Though a very underwhelming first pick. Would love to have like gotten a Swift Reckoning, another of the uncommon large drops, this, or the Sentinel of the Eternal Watch. That bomb is just awesome. And of course, Suppression Bombs, really the highlight that I'm looking to fill in with enchantments. And you'll notice I'm next to a disconnected player right now, which could definitely go in my favor. But it means there's going to be some slow moves as things get passed over. Let's see. So here is some interesting decisions. There's nothing in white to take. I'm not taking a Grasp of the Aeromancer, even with the Toning of my Heart base. It just seems pretty silly. Eyeblight Assassin solid at the 3-drop. If I wanted to keep on blue, Separatist Void Mage is definitely better than any of the black or white cards. However, there is a Fiery Impulse. Red was for sure not around, though, in the first pack, so I think I'm just going to stick... I do think that blue is the next best open color for me. And Toning of my Heart base can be good with blue, even though I passed that Claustrophobia, but I'm thinking I'm going to start moving over in that route. Late Ring Warden Owl, we have a 2-drop that's playable. We saw the late Claustrophobia, so next pack we should have white and blue coming at us here. Hurts to pass that Fiery Impulse, though. That's such a good card. I just don't think it's right to jump into red when I saw 0 red outside of my first pack. Yeah, I just don't think that's correct. And even though Fire Impulse is super strong, it's definitely not like a splashable card or necessarily a bomb. It's just super amazing removal. That being said, of course, there's a Battlefield Forge here, just chillaxing to easily get the splash on. But again, I wouldn't splash Fire Impulse. Happy with the Claustrophobia, though. Just exactly what I was saying. Really nice to get this. It goes with the Totem Guide Heart Beast. It's a nice removal spell, and these colors I'm starting to move into. And Shrouding Mist would also like a super strong removal spell. And now I'm just really enjoying where my curve is at. Gonna just start filling this curve, get nice strong removal or combat tricks, and have just a solid limited deck. Boink. Thanks, Claustrophobia. Interesting thought here with one of the drafters, Slick Brick, being disconnected. I feel like if I have to be next to someone who's disconnected, the second pack is where I want to be, since there is still enough being moved around that you're not guaranteed that random, like really powerful rares or uncommons are being selected automatically. I think it would be horrible to be in... Oh, look, Slick Brick's back. It'd be horrible to be in Kingpin's position if Slick Brick stayed disconnected, because in third pack you're actually, if everyone's settled in the colors, I feel like you're more likely to get past the strong ones in the pack, like the strong cards in your colors in the pack anyway. You versus like if a rare's opened, it would accidentally be picked up by Slick Brick in the third pack, versus if you've drafted correctly, the person next to you is in the same color, they'll pass you the the rares from the people to your right, and you'll get some nice value there. Here's a bunch of red now, which makes sense. We passed no red. Don't know what's going on with Slick Brick, but super powerful red, which I'm assuming M nor Butt and or Long Time Gone are into, so they're pretty happy hooked up. I'm happy to get a token Free Blade. That's exactly the... I mean, give me as many of those in the 2-drop slot as possible, and I'm stoked. This is fine. Is this what I'm taking? Maybe Disperse. I don't know. Let me think. Here's that Blightcaster. Liliana, it'd be so fun to play you. Can't splash, you're double black, silly girl. Silly girl. I actually have a pretty decent set of creatures, and I already have some nice 3-drops. I do think Night of the Pilgrims is very good, but I think Disperse is a solid enough removal / interactive combat tricks, just spell in general, that I'm going to take it. I don't really know if one is more powerful than the other. I think going into 1, 2, 3-drop Night of the Pilgrims was good. But since I'm so low on removal spells and just interactive spells, I'm going to stick with the Disperse for right now. I also anticipate seeing more 3-drops that I want. If it was a 2-drop, I would take it. If it was another Token Free Blood, or even just the other 2/2, like the Knight that when it enters the battlefield you gain 2 life, like for each one you have, I would take it. Ooh, I was going to take the Foundry of the Consuls. I think it's a great card. But Token Free Blade, man, have to. See, Disperse is here? No way, taking Token Free Blade over it. I would love this Foundry. It's really nice, powerful. It's like an extra spell in your deck, but having a premium common, I'm not going to pass up over it. No way, shape, or form. So yeah, not even close. Not even close. Here's our Ring Warden Owl. I don't really want two. I don't really want an even Battle Priest. Aerial Volley for the sideboard. Oh, wait, I'm not green. I think Rune Servitor is just another 2-drop. I think I'd rather have this better than the Screeching Scob anyway. So I'll take it. Don't really want a Maritime Guard. Yeah, I just need another 5-drop. Again, 2s, R2s, R2s. In this format, so I've been told, is all about the 2-drops. Take the Evolving Wilds in case a bomb is opened next pack and I want to splash something. Warhorn, that's the one I was mentioning when I saw the Ram Roller. I heard there's a Warhorn deck with in a blue-black control, not control, blue-black aggro 1-drop deck. That's what, I haven't seen it played, but that's what LSV and Marshall were talking about in the latest Limited Resources podcast. So, but I am happy to have an Evolving Wilds, actually, as a kind of an easy pickup. I'll take an Oromancer. It's pretty much never going to be played. I just feel like these are flying around, so we'll be able to get them. If miraculously something matters with enchantments, we'll go. But the 2 enchantments I really want in blue and white pretty much tend to stay on the battlefield, so Oromancer doesn't really get them back much. Still, it's a 3-drop, it's a 2-2. But for now, I think I'm just going to put in the sideboard right away. I don't think it's that fantastic. Same with Guardians of Meletus. I'm not looking to play these black cards. Caustic Caterpillar, I could hate draft for enchantments, but who knows? Maybe I want to slow things down and have a defensive card, so I'll take my sideboard suggestion. Same with the Meteorite. If I don't get any more removal because I'm already pretty low, maybe I play it in conjunction with a bomb I'm trying to splash for. Don't know. But way more interested in playing it in the grass with the Aeromancer. Oh no, come here, come here. Come on. Come on. Oh look, a Knight of the Pilgrim's Road. Can't believe that table. That's silly. That's way too good a card. There must be very few white drafters on the table, which makes me very excited, considering next pack is the one where I'm in like a really good position to get a lot of white. Displacement Wave. I'm not a control deck, so it doesn't work. Again, that's a very powerful card, but it's gonna, as you can see, my goal here is for me to curve out on creatures anyway, and Displacement Wave will probably set me behind more than anything else. Let's play like a major Thopter deck, then fine. Oh my gosh. Oh, this pack, can I just take these cards and just say, meh, I'm good? So this is an interesting decision. Topin Freeblade being just a fantastic 2-drop, and having 3 in my deck just makes me go, ooh, but I do have a pretty decent set of 3s. Tiregeist and War Oracle are just super strong. Maybe even 1 tables? I don't know. I'm going to take the Freeblade. This could be incorrect since these are definitely much more powerful and powerful enough over a 2-drop to take, and I'm low in the 4-drop slot. However, everything that I've saw from like the Pro Tour coverage and what people are talking about is that having these 2-drops are so critical in the format. This is where my lack of experience in actually playing and drafting and playing comes in, where I don't really know what the correct pick is right now, or I don't feel confident in the correct pick. But I'm going to take some other people's advice on what I saw. Unless there's a removal spell I want, I'm definitely taking the Consul's Lieutenant. A nice, another strong 2-drop. I'm already heavy white. Here's an Aven at 3 for later. Charging Griffin. We're going to start filling it out. Here's that Fire Impulse. Oof, that's good. I remember I can splash if I want. I'm not splashing for Fire Impulse, but as I start getting to a really solid set of creatures and such a good curve, I really need to start thinking about where are my my interactive non-creature spells, but I'm not passing this guy up. I think we can pretty easily actually get rid of this Home Slice now. Now here we'll take the Celestial Flare. I wouldn't mind getting a Mighty Leap back or another Knight of the Pilgrim's Road. Settle Sit In is very strong, but I don't need like just a basic 3-drop creature. I need like a bomb. If I'm splashing, I need like a bomb that just like wins me the game. I would even consider taking a Wild Instincts for the splash. Off of my Evolving Wilds, since I need removal spells. But for now, Celestial Fair, not premium, but definitely very good, and in the colors that I'm already doing. Right now, I'm considering cutting the Ring Warden Owl, instead of, and only having the Claustrophobia as double blue. I'm taking the Knightly Valor. It's just insane. It's too good. I would love a Claustrophobia or Celestial Flare. It looks like they're kind of coming around, so hopefully I'll be able to get 1 or more of each. I doubt they'll actually table. But Knightly Valor, being such a powerful 5-drop, I'm taking over the real spells, which I do need more of. If I already had 1 Knightly Valor, fine, but this will kind of round out my nice creatures, and now I just have an insane creature curve deck. Oh my gosh, another Topin Freeblade. Get in there. Way better than a Water Courser. But at this point, I am going to be picking up any removal spells over any creatures, I would guess. Even if like another Token Freeblade came by, I have 4 already, and that's just crazy. Priest of the Bloodright, interesting to note. The black was fairly open, because that's a really good card. I don't know why that's still there. That's a bomb. If it was in double black, I might consider taking over the Freeblade. Probably not. Token Freeblade, everyone tells me it's that good. Celestial Flare. Erosa's Champion is awesome. I'm not in red, of course, but I'm considering, if I want to splash, but I'll just take another Celestial Flare. Interesting, there's none of the, I didn't get any of the suppression bonds. They could just not have been opened. I don't know. I'm a little worried about doing the whole double, so much white. I'm so heavy white and then playing like a double blue, but Claustrophobia is worth it, and I will probably be rocking this Evolving Wilds no matter what. Ring Warden Owl is still planned on being played, but if I end up getting like another 5-drop, like another Nightly Valor, or if, God forbid, an Sentinel Eternal Watches floating around, I can't imagine that happening this late, because that's actually one of the few cards I am willing to splash for. If there is one, I'm like gonna just, I don't know, shit my pants, I guess. Hee. Shiny Mist I'm actually happy to pick up. Again, I want more cards that help me be more interactive. I'm actually at 15 creatures because of the Nightly Valor. I have a nice low curve where Nightly Valor is going to be easy to get on board with. A late Unholy Hunger. Yeah, maybe black just wasn't really around in the first pack, or someone moved away from it. I don't know. We didn't see that, aside from the Liliana I opened and the Unholy Hunger I passed. Like, what, Nantuko Husks first? An Eyeball Assassin at some point? Whatever. Negate is just so weak. I hate counter spells. I'd still rather just take another 2-drop, even though, like I said, I would rather take interactive spells over creatures now. Still, it's a 2/2 for 2. And maybe I won't play the Rune Servitor, since I don't really need it. Yeah, we'll have that be replaced. Right now, the cards I'm actually considering playing... Not the Cronin Jailer. I don't really have anything that really cares about 1-drops. Anointer is good because it's just... I think that its ability is relevant enough. I'm not super aggressive, though I do have tons of Token Freeblades. Hee. Don't need an Auramancer. Display I already touched on playing. Meteorite's not going to make the deck. There's nothing I'm splashing for. Rune Servitor and Screeching Scob if I just wanted all the 2-drops, which is an option. I don't have ways to continue to be great. If I had like more Separatist Void Mages, I was just really just like pounding through all the time, fine. I don't even have that many removal spells. Inspiring Aeronaut, I'll take here over another Ring Warden, and maybe that makes it in the 4-drop slot. I do think this Tactician's going to be very good, considering what a great curve I have. Let's just start moving these guys over. This is the current deck right now. Again, would much prefer more interactive spells later on. I don't think that Epiphany is going to be played. Scob for sure not. No. Evolving Wilds for sure, because of this double Claustrophobia. Mighty Leap, get in there. Wow, someone's in green. Yeah, pretty sure this is going to happen. And then probably just cutting, again, the Servitor, and then one of these blue spells. When Love of just some random good 4-drop came back. That's not going to happen in the last few packs, but such is life. This is never being played. Sideboard card. Is there anything that even in the format that it matters that targets me? That's not being played. Removal Suite's pretty weak. Swift Reckoning's great. Social Fair is awkward. Claustrophobia is going to be hard to cast. I really don't think I need the Rune Servitor. The Ringwinged Owl's gone. And the reason for that being the Nightly Valor, and I have got 2 fighters, it's fine. Tome Heartbeast gets a Nightly Valor, and the Claustrophobia. That's not a lot in terms of enchantment, so there could definitely be some awkward draws where the Heartbeast doesn't do anything. But at least having 2, I think there'll be enough times where the Totem Guide Heartbeast will get me one or the other. Excuse me. And then also I'm cutting... I cut the flyer because of mana cost. Being double blue makes it just really hard to mess around with. So you're definitely being played. Come on. You can do it. I guess you guys can stay there. Is there anything in my sideboard besides Liliana? Still can't believe that I don't get to play Liliana. That I'm even excited to play. I guess the Barrier, the Epiphany. I can always do the Scob. Yeah, there's a couple of options for adding things in, but I just think overall the initial part of this deck is really powerful. The only really decision I have right now, because I need to cut one more spell, here, just for ease of sake, I want to go down 23, is do I cut the Aspiring Aeronaut or the Runed Servitor? I mean, I love having 7 early drops, 8 or 7 2-drops if I keep the Runed Servitor in, and then 8 for the Anointer of Champions. It's really nice with the Amperin Tactician. Aspiring Aeronaut's not really doing a whole lot in my deck and seems fairly weak. But still, I mean, it's a 4-drop and it's certainly fine. I'm just going to, since I don't really know what's right, I'm just going to keep the curve low. I'm fine with the curve low. I want to be the aggressor. Let's get this guy out of here. If I feel like the Rune Servitor just really isn't pulling its weight, or maybe I feel like Aspiring Aeronaut's really good against a bunch of other like X ones, then I'll bust a move in on it. But I love that right now we have just a nice game plan of early creatures that are super powerful. Our 4-drops help us to pound through more damage. Knightly Valor and Total Guard Heartbeast help us get advantage and pound through more damage. And then we have a bunch of other cards to keep going. So the builds of a really nice, solid curve, and I don't know if it's really aggressive, but a fairly aggressive deck. Let's see, 13 and 3. Yeah, that's not happening because we have a double blue spell. So if I go down to 10, that's like playing 11 planes, which is the minimum I'd want. And that busts you up to 6, 7 for the 1 spell. I think I'm comfortable with that. If I was really, I mean, this double white, 2 Celestial Flares, but I think 12 planes is just a little bit much for what I need for the, because I have the Evolving Wilds also, so I think this is going to make me feel a lot more comfortable. And honestly, I mean, I'm going to be easy. I have enough 2-drops where I'm not going to be super screwed if I don't get my second planes right away. Yeah, I think this is definitely the right build. Oh, I'm excited. This deck came together pretty nicely. And then I guess I made some money on Liliana, but I'm so sad that you're there. I'll see ya in the first round.